So, you guys remember where we left off? Uh, yeah, you had just followed used the teleportation stones, teleportation tablets. Yeah, yeah. So we left off last week, just as you had departed away in your teleportation. And so, the chilly air and gloomy clouds of Bazazan are replaced by dry heat and a brilliant blue sky visible through the arched window of a magnificent building with walls of white marble. Beneath your feet is a teleportation circle from which the glow of magic is slowly subsiding. Is this the right map? I believe so. uh, uh, yeah, you find yourself suddenly standing on a teleportation circle in the midst of a large and busy city. Yeah, yeah, lots of people walking around all over the place. Middle of the day. Oh, why? Wait, of course. And she looks at you, not quite sure what to make of you. You're in Ank'Harel. Uh, yeah, this is a very well-known city. Yeah, it's a large city built around an oasis in the middle of a desert on the continent of Marquette. Definitely a city that you all would be aware of, even though you've probably never been there. Um, yes, yeah. As you guys are standing around deciding what to do, the teleportation circle under your feet suddenly lights up once again. And as you do so, two figures, one of whom you recognize, appear on the circle. Uh, they're two tieflings, one of which you recognize as Question. Oh, hey! It's a face I didn't expect to see here. What Well, Prolix and I were returning back to our respective home bases to give updates and figure out what our next moves are after the cave in at the the big building at Basilzen. Um, not that you're aware of. Yes, Aloysia. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, Aloysia. Did she come this way, I assume? Well, that'll be quite a tall order, but best of luck to you on that. She, uh, who was it that uh, she works for? And, question thinks for a moment. Um, and, somewhere in here I have the name of that. Find the page with it. Ah, yes, there it is. Uh, she is known to work for the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. Um, I believe so. Dream. Yeah. She works for them. Uh, Good luck getting them to give up her location, though. They're rather secretive to those not within their ranks. Of course. Um, if you ever in need of further assistance, our organizations we can certainly provide some assistance in exchange for well, work. Uh, uh, question says, I'm with the Library of the Cobalt Soul, and Prolix says, Legions of the All Sight for me. Both of our organizations don't get along very well with the consortium. We could certainly do that. The short story of it is we're basically all different scholarly uh, organizations, to put it one way. Different goals, different methods to go about those goals, but we all seek out knowledge in some way or another. Oh, we are ever in need of it. Um, the question says gives a quick thanks to Prolix for helping her return to Ank'Harel, and she bids farewell to you for the moment and says that if you wish to speak with her, she'll put in a good word for you at the library. Let's see. It is spelled exactly like none of those. um. Oh yes, I should probably notice. Your traveling companions also ended up here when they used the teleportation tablet. Um. After listening to what's all going on with Question and Prolix, they say that they're going to go rest, recover, and decide what to do for themselves, and I hope to see you around. Uh, Perhaps we can do that. We'll send word for you. If nothing else, we'll send word for you of where we've gotten a room at. No, none of you have been here before. Um, Prolix then turns back to the group of you. Being that you are all new here, I guess I've got an extra one of these. I'll give it to you. Might help you out a bit. And he hands over a map of the city. Nothing super incredibly detailed, but um, it is something to at least help you get around a little bit. It is a big city. Um, Ank'Harel is home to about 300,000 people. Yes. No, it's still it's still there for a little bit longer. And as you're walking away, Maggie from the other, or as they're walking away, Maggie from the other group holds up a cloak and says, "What color is this?" Oh yeah, he's still colorblind. And she puts her bright red cloak back over her head and continues to walk through town. Oh, is that Cersei? For some reason, you're really quiet. Yes. So, uh, after some brief investigation, you guys learned that the consortium is a publicly known organization. They have headquarters over in the Suncut Bazaar district. Mm-hmm. Yep. um, you are actually in luck. There is a casino that also has rooms for rent. Um, about 2 blocks away from the tavern that you get pointed to for their headquarters. There are several casinos in Ank'Harel. This one, the Golden Chip, is one of the kind of lower end, not quite so nice ones. Um, there's a nice one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's not quite that shady of a place, but it's not the nice casino. Lux Run, the other casino in that district, is one that you may actually have even heard of, even though you've never been to this town before. It's got renown outside of the city. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And also a much cheaper place to set up operations at. Um, that one will run you about 2 silver per day per person to stay there, whereas the other one you're looking more at 4 or more gold pieces per day per person. Hey, you're welcome to try it.
uh, Splee will join Havel. Uh, Prolix wishes you all well in your adventures, and he heads right next door to where the teleportation pad is, and heads inside there for his business. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I can see that. Yeah, so you guys head over to the Suncut Bazaar and start wandering around the shops, and it doesn't take you too long at all to start putting together some adjustments and additions to your outfits to be more in line with what you're looking for. It'll cost you about a gold piece each to get set up in such a manner. Yeah, and before too long, you feel yourselves dressed as fine as you could imagine. Yeah, so you head inside the Lux Run Casino. Um, it's a rather large, three-story tall casino. Um, it's made of speckled red porphyry and topped with large metallic domes in the style of this region. Um, yeah, you step inside and you see patrons all about it, all sorts of gaming tables, placing bets, playing games, uh, eating, drinking, just having a good time. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. um. Yeah. So. Um. Um. Not quite as much as you might think here. As you're walking around looking at the games, there are several popular games around. But it looks like the lower end for bets at this casino starts at about 10 gold pieces. Um, with some of the games even being 25 or 50. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely get the feeling that lots of money gets thrown around here. Um, definitely get the feeling that a lot of the patrons here are important people, politicians, diplomats. Um, yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna say there is actually a game here that is very blackjack like. Um, it's one of the games with a $25 minimum or not 25 gold piece minimum bet. They call it Evangelist's Favor. Um, each participant rolls 2d6 and wins back twice their bet on a roll of 7 or 12. And if you don't win, you have the option of immediately rolling another d6 um, if you wish to pay an additional 25 gold pieces. You can do that as many times as you want, as long as you don't bust by going higher than 12. Um, let me think. Maybe like a sleight of hand to try and roll the dice in a way that's perhaps slightly in your favor. Yeah, something like that. Like, let's say if you roll, if you get a sleight of hand of 15 or more, you can roll 3d6 and pick two. Okay. Uh, Dealer slides some dice over to you. Have a roll. Are you sure you don't want that 6 and 1? Or unless you're wanting 7 or 12. Yeah, so if you take the 6 and the 1, you win. Yeah. Yeah. Like, very excellent, sir. He slides 56 gold back over to you. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. You're on a roll tonight, sir. He slides back 50 gold pieces to you. Well, it seems Evander has had her favor with you so far. You care to try again? Well, right here, of course, we have some of the finest food in the city. Uh, yes. We can have some brought out for you if you'd like. Oh, of course not, sir. All right. Yeah. Nice. Uh, no luck this time, sir. You can let it ride and throw another 25 down and roll another dice if you want. Yep. The 50 gold on the table. What care you do, sir? Of course. uh, yeah, probably. Hey, go ahead and give me a roll. So that no, so no change. Almost had it there. It would have been quite the win. Take care to try again. I'm just quite lucky before. I'm sure your luck will return this time. Of course, the food should be out any moment. Hey, all right, give me a sleight of hand check. And give me 2d6. Wonderful, and just in time for your food, as a platter full of finger foods, fresh fruits, cheeses, and meats uh, arrives at the table. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and he makes small talk back. Doesn't give away any information that would be particularly useful. Okay. All right, and 2d6. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and give me a performance check on that. It's a little bit cheesy when you're doing it. You get a couple people looking. Um. Give me a performance check too, Cersei. Yeah, hers definitely does come off as more genuine than yours does. All right. Well, not quite so lucky this time. Uh, Care to keep it riding? Uh, okay. Give me another D20 Xerxes. Yes. Yeah. Sleight of hand. Okay, and give me 2d6, and you'll get to pick which one you want. Nice. So you get back your bet of 50 plus an additional 50. So he slides 100 back across to you. You get a couple people here that take notice. Um, there may a couple of them are starting to keep an eye on you, but they've not quite gotten to the point where it's like they're keeping a real close eye on you, or you know, preparing to actually do something more about it than your dealer has. But a little bit more than that. Yeah. Give me 2d6 now. Ooh, 10. Brim has plopped down 25 more gold pieces. You can give me another d20 for another sleight of hand check. So, give me a single d6. We want a 2, ideally. Ooh. That's okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Their sleight of hand checks keep going down. Alright, give me a sleight of hand check. And a single d6. That'll do it. So he slides back 100 gold pieces to you. Back, back to where you were a moment ago. Wonderfully done. I knew you could do it. Care to roll again, or could we interest you in a different game, or what can we do to make your time here most pleasant? Uh, One of our most popular ones is a card game called Gambit of Ord. It's a game that 50 gold piece initial bet. Goes into a pot for all at the table. Each participant draws a card, then a second, and then a third. And after each draw, each participant has a chance to raise the bet, stand pat, or fold. Participants reveal their hands at the end, and after the third card is drawn, and whoever has the highest ranking hand takes the pot. And mechanically, this is done by the first card is a D8, the second is a D6, and the third is a D4. Yeah, higher than your opponent's. I'll take you over there myself. And he leads you across the gaming floor to another table and introduces you to the dealer over there and sets you down at a table with three other players and the dealer. All right. Excellent. So, he deals out the first card. Go ahead and roll a d8. Um, I can't think of a way to do that. If you have an idea on how you could do that while being dealt cards, um, okay, kind of like a card counting sort of thing. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I'll say it probably won't change your rolls, but what it would do is it'll give you like a yeah, some kind of idea on whether they are above or below you. So let me roll some dice for them. So uh, first round of the cards are dealt. Um, One of your opponents uh tosses in a raise of 25 gold pieces. Uh, one of another one matches that, and then the third one folds. Uh, you get the feeling that his card's probably pretty decent. Okay. Go ahead and give me a D6. Nice. 13. Very nice. Um, both of your opponents stay in, but they don't raise it any further. Okay. And give me your last roll, a D4. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, you're using your intimidation not to intimidate, but to put on a convincing bluff. Yeah, yeah, go for it. I like that. Okay. one of them folding, and the other one says, "Oh, that we are." He matches your 50 and give me a D4. Let's see. So what? Let's see. You got a 7, a 6, and a 3 for 16. No. Um, that is actually what your opponent had as well. Yes. Let me do some math here. Let's see. You had 50 initial plus 25 plus 50 for 125 total. Um, your opponent had matched that. The one of them dropped out after only throwing 75 in, and one after 50. Um, yeah, I've got my calculator up. The house is going to take a small cut from that, and you guys will split the rest. Um, let's see. We'll just round that. You get 170 gold pieces back. Yeah, the house took a 10% cut of the final pot, and you split the remaining 340. Mm-hmm. Care to go at it again? Well, such a lucky individual as yourselves shouldn't have to go far for such uh, accommodations. Uh, the dealer slides a coupon across the table. Take this over to the front desk, and they'll set you up with a room uh, for for a reasonable time. You can discuss the details with them. Look forward to it. Yes, we will jump over to Havel. Yes, so you two find yourselves in the um what is it? The cheaper of the casinos in the area. Uh, the Golden Ship. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So not nearly as nice as the other one, and a lot smaller. Um, not quite as clean and fancy, but not even that clean for that matter. Um, definitely a little bit seedier and not quite as friendly. And but you step inside, it's dark. There are some people spread around at some tables. Some other tables lay empty at the moment. Um, one of the staff is walking by, sees you walking and kind of looking around. New here? Oh, you interested in playing some games? Uh, ah, well, if you head over that way over there, uh, the bar, they'll get you all taken care of with that. Bartender walks up to you. Wine or the ale? Suit yourself. And he comes back over with a mug of ale a moment later. And slides it across to you. You um rooms. Uh, 2 silver pieces per person per night. Uh, be a couple 4 copper pieces for your ale. No, not 4. Let's make that 5. Yeah, that it's a and it's a bad ale at that. Yeah, that you're yeah you can tell that you're overpaying for a drink that should cost half of what a normal ale would cost at 4 gold or 4 copper pieces at your average tavern back in um, Wildmount. Yeah, yeah, I hope so. I certainly He says, trying not to say this where the bartender can hear him. I really don't want to stay here. This place gives me bad vibes. You need some food to wash it down with? You sure about that? We got the special. Today's special, he points up to the sign behind him. Mystery meat stew. One of the favorites around here. Very well. And he goes over and to serve someone else who did order the mystery meat stew. Give me a perception check to try and look at it without, you know, standing right over the bowl. So, um, the bowl that gets brought out seems to be it does seem to be a very hearty stew. You can see chunks of meat and potatoes sticking out. Um, the meat though seems to be so overcooked that it's lost any definition that it's had, and you can't quite tell what it might have come from. um, the the person who ordered it does seem to be enjoying it though. That is the ultimate question. Is this your internal monologue, or are you actually saying this out loud? Fair enough. All right, yeah. So you guys uh, slip out when the bartender's helping somebody else. Drinks not finished. You see, as you're walking out of the room, out of the corner of your eye, he's just looking at the mug and picks it up. Now, kind of looks at the level and is confused and kind of like, "What? What?" Before he just shrugs and dumps. No, no, he doesn't actually dump the drink out. He takes it and drinks it himself. So, it's probably nearing dinner time. Mm-hmm. Um, you end up going over to T8. The as a small tavern. Um, that um you are find having some decent smelling food in it. uh, Splee and Havel step inside the first eclipse. Uh, in sharp contrast to the glimmering Lux run down the street, the first eclipse is notable for its maroon stone walls and ash black door. Inside, you find old ale barrels have been turned into tables, and the back wall is covered with painted lids from ales, wines, and liquor casks from across Exandria. So yeah, someone comes over. All right, new people here. What can I get for you? Oh, hands down, a mystery meat stew. No, I'm kidding. um, no, they don't have mystery meat stew here. Well, most people know us for our uh, blackened steaks that we serve, our eclipse steaks. Fantastic. And you, sir, he says to Splee, and he's like, I guess I'll have one of those too. Oh, and which ale would you like to drink? We have many. Uh, Excellent. I will have those out post haste. So it's about 20 minutes that goes by before they come back with mugs of ale and some steaks with piled high with some potatoes and some root vegetables. There you are, some Eclipse steaks and the ale that we have with it tonight. Uh, a lovely ale. It comes from. Well, we imported it from Whitestone. Uh, it goes quite well. It gives a nice balance to the meal. I hope you enjoy. So you cut into the steak. cooked excellently. Uh, and you take a bite of it. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Let me make one for Splee right quick, as you two took bites at the same time. Yeah, he's a bird. It doesn't affect him. So you bite into the steak, um, and suddenly realize that um the the seasoning that they put on the steaks as part of the blackening process is extraordinarily spicy. You feel like you have just stuffed a torch into your mouth. So, yeah, Spleece it. Havel, Spleece sitting over there. Man, this steak is good. You liking yours there, Havel? You okay there? That no, what are you talking about? It's fine. No? um, yeah, you're over there on the verge of like vomiting from the heat of it. Give me another Constitution saving throw to avoid doing so. Yeah, you managed to keep it down, but it still burns terribly. Um, a little bit like they weren't seasoned with the same seasoning, but like some of the juices from the steak has run over to them. So you think you'd probably get some heat out of the potatoes, not quite as bad, but oh yeah, he's going to town on his. It's almost gone. Right as you're saying that, one of the waiters comes over. Everything all right with your food? The steaks are delicious, aren't they? Well, if there's anything else I can get for you, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. I had plenty already. Perhaps we can get to go rapping for it. Waiter, The waiter comes back over. Yes. And Splee looks over to you, Havel. Yes, my friend here has not finished his steak and bit off more than he could chew. He'd like to save the rest for later. um. So, the waiter comes back a few moments later with a large sheet of butcher paper and just wraps up the steak and some of the potatoes and carrots and stuff with it and ties it up with some twine. All right, there you go. A perfect to-go meal for later. Uh, a pair of Eclipse steaks plus some of our imported ale. It comes out to uh be a gold piece each. And Splee will do the same. Uh, so you guys finish up your meal in the first eclipse. Um, Lots of quiet conversation going on about you. No, no, I don't think we did. It's open. So you guys head outside and just kind of hang out in the middle of the bazaar. We will jump back over to Xerxes and Brim. Um, the coupon that you were given is good for one room for two for 3 nights. Mm-hmm. um, at this point, it's well into the evening. Yeah, it's not the nicest room in the casino, but it's a middle of the road room, nicer than most of the other the other casino would have been at all. Um, yeah, there are a couple of nicer inns in town, but not not cheap by any means to stay there. Um, and marginally better at best at that. Okay. Give me a perception check. Yeah, you're not you're not seeing a whole lot out there. Your room's kind of overlooking an alleyway. They give you a nice room, but not one of the ones with the exquisite views. So yeah. Havel, you can give me a perception check too if you want. If see if you can see Brim looking out the window. Yeah. So, as the sun begins to set, you look up and you see, the second story, what looks to be Brim. There's- at this point, you do catch Brim's attention. Let's see. If you're wanting to stay close, that other casino is about the only option for rooms. Um, let's see. There's a. Let's see. Uh, those are about. The casinos are about really the only options for lodging in this district. Kind of have to go a couple more blocks over to the next district to get something else. There's a rather nice uh, uh tavern and inn called the Step Aside over in the Circlet Walk. Okay. So you step inside and it's especially compared to uh your last attempt to find a room. This is much cleaner, much nicer, much less run down and shady. Um, and find uh, a well kept dragonborn at the front desk who greets you as you come in. Good evening, travelers. Need of a room tonight, or perhaps some food and drink? Good, good. Well, we have a special where we offer a room plus meals for 2 gold pieces per night per person. Excellent. Splee whispers over to you. You're bleeding me dry, man. What you doing? So you hand over your 4 gold pieces between the two of you, and he slides across a room key and uh, a signed piece of paper for food and drink that evening. Yeah, so you head over to the tavern here. Um, Very typical bar fare in here. Um, Nothing quite. There's some spicy stuff on the menu, but nothing quite to the degree of that steak. And plenty of things that cater to less spicy tastes as well. Yeah. Yeah, so you get a simple plate, meat, bread, cheese, a couple of pieces of fresh fruit. Uh, and yeah, you have a nice meal and you find yourselves back with a comfortable room. Beds are rather comfortable. You can sleep quite easily. Yeah, but at 10 times the cost? I suppose you're right on that. But you're assuming they're actually successful with robbing us. More of the mystery meat stew. So the two of you settle in for a nice, relaxing evening. Um, Brim and Xerxes, are you two doing anything else in this evening? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. So you guys get through your night rather peacefully. Um, I know Elena didn't want to stay on super late tonight because you have finals this week, right? Yeah. Um, this might be a good stopping point for tonight if you want to give me like your plans on moving forward, just so I can prepare appropriately. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can work with that. And have all your thinking find employment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Definitely a possibility. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is. Oh, I completely forgot that I had pictures to show for things. Um. So here's the city. A a nice overview of that. Yeah. And this is the Suncut Bazaar, the district that you have spent most of your time in since arriving. Give you kind of the feel for that. And I think that's all that I've got for now. We'll see what other ones you run into next week. So, I think I've got what I need to prepare appropriately. We're at a good stopping point, and hopefully we'll pick up next week here with Splee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to him, Havel.